Hello, this is Alan Kendall, and here's a graph showing the median price of homes in the United States from 1969 through 1982, the unemployment rate almost tripling, and interest rates almost tripling. And in 2002, when I talk with a lot of people, people tell me that real estate will never go up in price without jobs. And we see that this just clearly is not the case, that real estate is a commodity. It follows the law of supply and demand, and as the population increases, you have demand for new homes. And so we see here in the last inflationary upleg from 69 through 82, the government started printing, they were printing up to $20 million of cash a day, and this printing of money was inflationary pressures. And even though unemployment went from 3.4% to 8.6%, and also some of the people that they went off the long-term unemployment benefits, they say that really employment went from 3.4% to 12.5%, and in the face of unemployment tripling, quadrupling, real estate made one of the biggest price moves since the Great Depression, and that is real estate. Here we see tripled in price during those 13 years. And also interest rates that started out at 7%, here they were almost 21%, and you see that real estate during this time when interest rates went up and unemployment went up, house prices made a huge advance. They tripled in price. And these are median prices. It's very interesting to know that when the interest rates went up, places like Detroit, where Ford and General Motors had huge amounts of debt and were forced to lay off, that Detroit prices struggled. But the rest of California, I know that in the rest of America, like in California, that real estate in this time in California went up about 6 times in price. And so this median price of where house prices tripled is actually a low for many areas. And so we see that increased unemployment and increased interest rates, the governments typically will print money, spend it on stimulus packages, and that is inflationary, that is an upward pressure, inflationary upward pressure, and housing should increase even though unemployment goes up. The tremendous amount of money, remember, this was printing $20 million of cash a day. Currently in 2012, in the 2010s, they're printing $3.3 billion of cash a day, 152 times more money than they were printing in the 1970s. And I can tell you, house prices are not 152 times more than they were in the 70s. They're only, about 10 times more. So we see that the population is about 50% more, and also we do trade with some more nations, but that does not merit 152 times printing of money per day than we were in the 70s. This just guarantees that we are going to have this type of inflation where house prices will rise. Of course, in 2012, as we have the last of the loan resets, short sales have the most depressing effect on home prices, and you can expect that big price moves in real estate won't happen during 2012. They will happen after 2012, but this is what we're going to see. Over the next 13 years, we're probably going to have the average home price in America triple in price because of the amount of money they're printing. This has been Alan Kendall. I hope you liked the video. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.